Boom, viewers, subscribers. Back again with these quick updates because trust. If it's not foreign from King Mix Up, it's not credible. I keep on telling you that. But before we get into what we need to get into in another video, yeah, make sure and subscribe to my next channel because I had released some updates today. And last night, Tanya Stevens is ordering her followers not to blast or call up Barrington's leaving name because she met him when she was old. And Ecamos, Ecamos, yes, the one that was beaten Foota Hype and Bob Marley's son them. He said he believes in Shakira and doesn't trust Chrissy Stevens, and he gives highlights into both characters. You see me as well as 7 other women coming out and exposing their situations with dancehall artists with Dr. Love. You feel I'm saying over my Boom Bye Bye TV channel. Well, first of all, people, let's start off with Etana. Etana has came out and gave at least one of her stories. We don't know if she has many more, but she's talked about how she was violated by a producer. You feel what I'm saying? And she gives insight to how they lure fresh meat, I should say, into the business. You see me? I said, yes, this is in light to Tanya Stevens and a Lang Lin story coming out and things. You feel what I'm saying? And this is what she had to say. So, she said, some years ago, I received a call from a team member saying another artist wanted to link up. I asked why, and team member said, the artist wants you to check out his new studio and possibly work on something new. I called the artist. He said, yeah, I just built a studio. You should come check it out. He talked about other musical things, etc., but the main point of the convo was for me to check out the new studio in his house. I told him would. When I got to the house, I followed him to where the studio was, and I looked around. I told him it was cool, and yeah, we will link up. The thing is, at the time, I was always rolling with the boys, laughing emoji. So, I didn't pull up alone. I went in alone, but they were all outside waiting for me to come back out. On the way out, right in the little corner, I guess that's a hint, but anyway, artist bust a big kiss on her lips. She was so shocked, but the look I gave him, I guess he knew I was not interested. I walked out and never went back to anywhere near him. After I left the studio/house, I called another artist and told him. But the pattern of similarity, I recognized it is, hey, I just built a new studio. Come check it out, LOL. Wow. Predators, using things to their advantage. You see me, I say. And if you don't know who Etana is, she is a Grammy-nominated independent artist from Kingston, Jamaica. You know what I mean? Wow. People putting out a comment section. How many of y'all experience similar things like that, It don't have to be a studio, It could be, come look at this job I want you to take and all of these things. You see me, I say. But nevertheless, just giving an update that Etana is the latest female artist to come out and say that she has been violated. We see lady and say she was violated by scientists and all of these things. And Richie Stevens, getting called up and a few other people besides. Well, it looks like one of the Marleys, the eldest one, Ziggy. Is Ziggy the eldest one? I'm not sure. Anyway, he's fighting or speaking out against rapists. You see me, I say, and he posted this picture with 2 white men, and he made a caption, but this was the headline to it. It said 300,000 children victims of church sex abuse. You know what I mean? And he's banning out the Pope. You see me? And this is what he had to say. I just can't be silent on this. It touches me too deep. For years and years, this institution has been abusing children in all different ways. And it's like no one really cares. No protest, no punishment, no accountability. People still flock to their hypocrisy, their ideology, supporting and giving their comfort while they do public relation bullshit. they profess Christ and his teachings. When did Christ abuse children? There is no excuse you can give me or no quote from scriptures that can diminish this sin. It is on the individuals as well as the institutions and those glorified, you know what I mean, than our leaders. Their own actions of sexuality taking advantage of children for years is in the definitions of Antichrist. I make no apology if it hurts too much. We speak the
If only the continuous and willful destruction of the planet's ecosystem and our natural environment was a third world terrorist plot to destroy and annihilate modern civilized society and change life as we know it. The urgency, the mobilization, the conviction, the implementation, the mission, the coalition, the aggression, the resources that would be brought to bear, no convenience would be spared. If only.
and say Tanya Stevens repost the thing. You see me, I said she didn't add nothing to it, more than just wake up and blaze. You see me, I said. And you say big head bad girl Cecilia at the bottom, I try to look low. But anyways, people, Bounty Killer has failed to answer these allegations that was brought up against him. But before we get into that, people, I need dancehall fans to really warn their dancehall artists to be on their best behavior and try to follow the laws of the countries that they're in, Next adapts, you need to watch yourself because you have a habit of falling asleep and women ending up in your bed and you don't know how they get there, And then we see security footage with you in the elevator and all of these things with the same woman, you know what I mean? Be careful, you see me, I say. But back to Bounty Killer, we see that he was defending Richie Stevens, you see me, I say. Yes, like I said, as you can see, he took the time to answer over 1,000 comments on this Richie Stevens thing, So we know that he's in tune with social media. We know that his people is sending him stories. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people sent him that live with Vegas calling him a pedophile. And I'm pretty sure he's getting text messages and DMs with people saying Bounty, birth certificate with Pitney out. And he was 21 years at the time of the child's birth, and the mother was 15 years old. People, no matter how you look at it, yes, it could have been consensual between the two, but in the lies of the law, it was statutory rape. The age of consent in Jamaica in 1962 at independence was 14 years old. They changed it in 1988 to 16 years old. So if you parents were similar age as Bounty, 21, and like the mother 15, and they conceived you before 1988, your father is not considered a child molester, Bounty is a grown-ass man in 1993 who knew the law was changed by 5 years. I'm pretty sure that was the talk of the community, Oh, we can't touch the little school as them no more and all of them things. You see me, I say, well, people, Bounty Killer has failed to answer the allegations, and people is starting to look at him sideways, Boy, people, I hope the Alkaline don't get a hit song out of this, Boy, I hope the Vendetta people, them not ask that, what they hit on out of this, that, But nevertheless, people, I'm just giving them quick updates here, you see me, I say. Etana is the latest female in the dancehall industry to come out, or I should say dancehall reggae industry to come out and say that she was violated and lured by predators. You feel what I'm saying? We see Ziggy Marley chime in and things, putting out the comment section what you think about what he had to say. Because we just can't make this a black thing, you see me, I say, and focus on black people, because white people been I done them thing here from long time. You know what I mean? All of these missionaries and all of these things, So bless up Ziggy Marley for that one day. You see me, I say, I think I called him Butcher by accident, And what do you think about Bounty Killer not answering? When do you think he should answer these allegations? A lot of people is trying to say that maybe the little girl lied about her age, but this girl was from Seaview. That's where he's from, you know what I mean? Everybody knows everybody in the community. You see me, I say. But like I said, it's probably a normal thing for the big man asleep with little woman, and people them probably get little sweets, little ice cream, little money a trickle down. So they aight with it, just like with Dancehall Queen. When Olivine give up our daughter, make our daughter accessible for the big Dan, for take our virginity and all of these things. So don't forget to like the video, tools and time and shit, 1,000,001. It shows your appreciation and it makes me want to upload more videos for now and giving them a commentary. I think if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I run there so you get the latest in dancehall news, music reviews, and gossips. Bless.